Hey guys, Beto here. Welcome back to Gold Rush the Game, episode number 3 of our Let's Play series. So you can see here off camera, I've got all 4 of these mats up to 95%. So one thing I did notice, obviously, our water is turned off. So we're not pumping water into the machine. So if you wanted to save fuel, you can actually dump 10 shovelfuls into like your hog pan. And once you've got it up to 100%, same as before, we put buckets of water in, then you go over and turn the pump on. When it gets to 0% again, turn the pump off, and then come backwards and forwards. That way you are saving money on fuel if you wanted to. I mean, it's probably not that, much money that you're saving, but for early days like this, when you haven't got a lot of money, you've got $89 and you need to save all the money you can, it's probably not a bad idea. So we go 100%. So they're both at 95, or all 4 are at 95. We'll head back down to our pump. Start him up. You'll see him pumping away slowly. Well, it's not slowly going down because you can't see the amount going down, but you can see all the dirt getting washed down through here. Hopefully we'll see some gold flakes. There's one there. Another one. Ooh, another one again. So plenty of gold flakes going through at the moment. And there you can see that it's empty. So there's no dirt left in there. There's still gold flakes going down for some reason. Oh, another one. Unless they're just getting washed from other mats. But then you can head on over and shut it down. And you haven't used any fuel at all. And then you come back and dig another 10 buckets and fill it up like that. But we won't for now because we're probably going to lose pay dirt if we do, because it's at 98%. So 99%, we should be 100% pretty soon. Oh, 100%. So we'll just chuck that on the ground. You can see it sort of builds up when you chuck it on the ground, which is a very good effect. Like, I don't know many other games that will actually, put the dirt back on the ground. So they've done a lot of work with the dirt, and it's actually pretty good. You can actually see yourself moving it around, even with the shovel. So there we go. We're at 100%. So we've got a couple of buckets of water here. We'll grab the mat off and we'll dunk the mat in and we'll go panning for gold and see what we can get. So I think you can only dunk it 4 times. Yeah, that's right. So we'll take that one out as well. Oops. Try not to drop it and lose gold on the ground. It'd be much better if you had like a magnetized separator. It'd be a lot easier, or a wash table or something. But when we get a bit more money, that'll be the goal, of course. So now we've got the bucket here. So we'll tip in to our pan, and now we had, I think before we had like 27%. We're only getting like 3 nuggets. Oops, try not to lose our pay dirt there. We're only getting 3 nuggets, so we'll see how much we get now. I think we're probably going to get a lot more. So you pretty much need to agitate until it goes clear while you're agitating. Like you can see now that there's not any dirt coming out, like the water's not dirty, so it's clean. So you know that there's no need to keep agitating because all the dirt's been washed off the rocks. So we need to tip this out and try not to lose our gold, which isn't easy. This is probably the most hardest part, because the gold's right on the edge. You want to try and get rid of as many rocks as you can to make it easier to collect the gold. So we've got 6 pieces of gold there compared to 3. So that's how much more gold you get if you actually get things at 100%. Not getting a lot of 0.5 ounces, so which still isn't too bad, I suppose. We'll tip that out. Chuck our pan back on the ground and fill her up again and see what we get next this time. So that wasn't the best pan, but still pretty good considering we only got 0.61 or something, I think. 0.6. So we're agitating, and like you can see that the water's getting dirty. You put it back in, agitate some more. Water's still dirty. Now it's gone clean, so you know that's all that you need to do. Try to tip out these rocks and not lose our gold. Looks like there's some more nuggets in there. Probably another 6 nuggets or so. See if we can pick them up now. Another 6 nuggets. This is a much better pan than the last one. There's another nugget somewhere. There he is. Try and catch him before he rolls away. So 0.12 that time. So we got 0.07 in that pan. So I kind of think it's just random generated as far as I'm aware. I don't think there's any like big pockets of gold in the dirt. I think it's just probably all random generated. You can see the nuggets already pretty much. You just got to like obviously wash them to make them clean, but because the nuggets are a little bit smaller than the rocks. Just continue to wash and agitate. It takes a little bit longer than it did before. There we go. See the nuggets already there. See if you can pick them up pretty quick. That was a big one. 0.04. Oh. 0.2. I think, is that it? No, there's still one more. That's a much better pan. 0.25. Wow. And that's it. All gone. Chuck him back down. Now I have read that you will find a pretty big nugget whilst doing this. And apparently it's just a way for the developers to help you get from this point to the next point a little bit quicker, as far as I'm aware. So I'll try and discuss that once we get to that point. Still got 6 nuggets again, so obviously 100% in those mats is obviously a lot better than doing it at 20%. See if we can grab some of these rocks while we're here. .3 ounces. 3.1. 3.3. It's pretty good. Another good pan. So that's an empty bucket now. So we'll fill him back up with water, and I'll just chuck him there out of the way for now. I'd like a button to actually, like maybe left click to throw and maybe right click to place on the ground instead of dropping them. Because even though you drop it and it pretty much lands like that, if it rolls over, I'm not sure if you'd lose the contents of the bucket. So that's something that I think you need to be aware of. So it'd be better if you had like a button so it just sort of like places it on the ground instead of chucking it, just to make sure you're not going to lose your contents. Now you can lose water. I'm not sure if you can lose pay dirt though, or gold as well. So I wish there was an easy way to get rid of these rocks. Well, might not be as good as a pan. No, that was a pretty good big piece. There's a couple more in there somewhere. Oh, there we go. You're lucky. I've never seen anything like that. It's the biggest gold nugget I've seen in 40 years of my miner experience. I hope it's not just beginner's luck. Then you'll use it wisely to stop shoveling and start using proper machines. Check what you need to run the mobile wash plant, and don't forget about the excavator. Even the smaller one should be enough for you, Arnold. So there we go. So we've got 39 ounces now. So you've got a big nugget in that, which I've since worked out that it's just part of the game. So it's not beginner's luck as such to find a nugget in here somewhere. Once you hit your first ounce that you've dug by hand by yourself, that notification will come up and you'll actually get a big nugget, so you can actually go and move on to the next lot of mining. Which, is it a good idea? Yes and no. I think a lot of people are probably going to get bored doing this sort of stuff, but I mean, I'd like the option to find a random nugget, have it randomly generated in that pile of dirt behind us. So, and when you actually put that pay dirt through the machine, you'll actually get the bigger nugget and actually see it. That'll be probably a lot better, I reckon. So maybe even on your first pan, you could possibly pick up, you know, a 40-ounce nugget or something. I think that'd probably be a lot better than actually just once you hit an ounce, you automatically get it. So if it randomly generated in the right spot, you should be able to pick it up, like in your first pan, or maybe it'll be right in this back corner somewhere, or it'll be like right here, or it could be anywhere in this pile of dirt. So you've got to actually work for it, not just sort of automatically be given a gigantic nugget. But it is a good idea. Like, don't get me wrong, it's good. It's good for all those new people that probably don't really want to be doing this sort of stuff. I mean, it's part of the game. This is, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe they could make the coal price. Oh, sorry, I work in a coal mine, so I'm sort of got coal in the brain half the time. Maybe make the gold price through the roof at the start of the game. Like make it so there's a gold shortage or something, and which will allow you to sell gold for a much bigger price. And then once you've sold a certain amount of gold, then obviously the gold price goes back to normal, which would be a way to help people get started. Obviously, you're still doing this, but you don't have to do it for quite as long. So maybe once you sell, maybe dig by hand, and once you've sold, say, or dug, say, 2 or 3 ounces by hand, then all of a sudden the gold price goes back to normal. So instead of getting, say, $10,000 an ounce, it'll go back to $1,000 an ounce. I think that'll probably be a little bit better than just randomly giving us, you know, a big ass nugget. But I mean, some guys might like that. I mean, I don't mind. It's still going to add to the game. There's still a lot more stuff that we can do. I think it will get to the point during this series where we're going to hopefully have all the machinery, and we're probably not going to have a lot that we can do, but there are a lot of stuff coming out in future updates, future free DLC, like dump trucks and hopefully new claims and all that sort of stuff, and newer wash plants. And so it's going to get to a stage where we're kind of stuck for things to do, or we're just repeating what we're doing all the time, but they're also going to update it, so there's always new stuff for us to do. Hopefully, over time, hopefully they're not going to just sort of leave the game at a certain point and just keep working on it. There's one more nugget we're trying to get. Where are you bloody hiding? There he is. There we go. So we really don't even need to pan the rest, but we will, because it's what I said I would do. We would come back and empty all our mats and see. Well, hopefully we didn't lose any gold. See what we got out of it. God. There we go. If I press on the right thing, it's much better. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying this series so far. My episode 1 has been uploaded. My episode 2 will be uploaded tonight. So I'm recording this episode 3 before episode 2 is gone to YouTube. But pretty good views so far on my first episode, so I'm happy with that. It's not. Ooh, that's probably not good. It's not all about the views, of course, but it's good to see that people are actually watching. And hopefully I'm helping some people that are sort of stuck with what to do at the start of the game. The dig tube is helpful, but it could be a little bit more helpful. Trying to get the gold stuck up there, but it's not going to work. There we go. That was a much better clear out. Keep rolling away. So yeah, the dig tube's good, but there's no like voice over the top or anything to sort of explain what they're doing, and I'm not sure if it's going to let me pick up that piece. There's like nothing there to pick it up. Oh well, it's only one little piece, doesn't matter. Might go back around the right side of it now. So yeah, hopefully people can actually learn from watching me do what I'm doing in case people get stuck. If you guys are stuck with certain things and need help, let me know. And if I can help, I will. There's also like a community group on Facebook. I can't remember exactly what it's called. I'll try to remember and have a look and put the link in the description. That way you guys can actually, if you have any questions and you can't find the answers on DigTube or YouTube or whatever, maybe you can head in there and ask some people for help. Everyone's pretty helpful. There is a closed beta group as well, which we post a lot of things in, but oops, I think I just lost a piece of gold. You guys obviously won't have access to it if you didn't get the beta, so it's starting to get dark already. And we've got gold rolling everywhere. It's amazing. Get one good clean out and get the rocks in the right spot, and now I can't do it again. Oh, it's frustrating at times. Not going to let me get that one. Can I get this one? Yes. A lot of people are still complaining about bugs and stuff, but I haven't found any as yet. So I've been pretty lucky, I think, with not having any bugs. Keep washing. There we go. You see, as soon as the water gets clean, you know that's it. There's no more gold to uncover. We should get 6 nuggets at a time. It's another much better clean out of the rocks. I'm going to have to turn my headlamp on in a minute so we can see what we're doing. Time's getting away from us pretty quick. Day number 3 in the claim. So day 4, we should be able to go and get some big machinery, hopefully. At least get the big wash plant. We're going to need... I probably will leave all this set up here. This water pump. I'll probably have to buy another water pump. Another generator. More hoses. Some more buckets. All that sort of stuff. Because you can hire other workers. But I'm not sure exactly how it works. And if it's bug free yet. I still haven't turned our headlamp on. There you go. That should be enough to start picking up some gold. So we can still hire a worker who can actually work the hog pen while we're working the bigger machinery to help us get extra gold as well. So that'll be the plan, to leave all this set up ready to go so we can hire another worker. Hopefully it's bug free. For some reason we still can't get that little nugget there, so we'll just, it's not too big an issue at the moment. Here we go, the headlamp's on. I've still got another mat to clean out, don't we? Or is that it? No, we cleaned it. There we go. Agitate all this as much as we can. As I said, you can see the water getting dirty, and then it will get clean like it has now, and that just means that, as I said, all the gold has been like uncovered or washed. It's getting really hard to see now. Even the headlamp must turn off when you go into this mode. I was sort of hoping it was going to stay on, but shouldn't be too far away and we'll be finished. Oop, nearly tipped that out then. Missed another nugget. So 39 ounces. So we're going to have, hopefully, 40 ounces of gold when we go to make our gold bar. As I said before, we can sell the ore directly without having to make gold bars, but you obviously make more money out of gold bars because you're separating the gold and the magnetite. So it's going to be pure gold, not have gold with like magnetite flakes in it and that sort of stuff. So that's why you get more money for the gold bars. It makes it a little bit easier to see the gold flakes actually this time of night, but haven't had any ones big enough to use our tweezers yet. I've been sucking them all up with a bottle. There's still no animation. Obviously this is making our gold go up. I just hit 40 ounces, but there's still no animation to put the gold in this little jar here. So I reckon that little jar should be filling up with gold. So every time we tip this in and we pick up a piece of gold, at the end we should be able to press a button that says finish gold picking, and it should tip it into the jar, and our jar should slowly grow. Maybe each jar holds 100 ounces or something. Yeah, that'll be pretty cool just to see how much gold we've got like in our hands. I think that'll be a nice little addition. As I've said before, I'm not a game developer. I literally have no idea about gaming design or modding and how difficult that would actually be to implement. No doubt it's probably not just the click of a button, but it'll be pretty cool. A lot of guys have good ideas on the community page on Facebook, so if you do have any ideas that you want the developers to see, you can post stuff there. Developers have been actively on there. They're also actively on our private beta group as well. Still last pan now, and then we'll be able to go and get the gear we need. We'll have to work out what we're going to actually need, or what we've actually got the money for, I should say. I'm not sure what the excavator is worth or the loader. I was thinking of getting the loader first before the excavator, but then I'm really not sure what to get, because I know there is a pile of dirt over on the claim where we can actually use the loader for, but the excavator will obviously dig a hole where the loader won't dig a hole. So there we go, we got 40.17 ounces, and that's everything done. So I said we'll leave all this set up. We can leave this stuff here as well. We'll try and put it out of the way so we're not going to lose anything. But that's another reason why we could do with the work light. So we'll head back over this way. We can take our headlamp off now. You can see just over here, I think there's a pile of dirt we can use for the loader. Obviously this is where we set up our big wash plant, but our mobile wash plant, the one we're going to buy next, you can pretty much set up anywhere you like. So pretty much this episode, we're going to head into town for the remainder of this episode. And then we will organize our gold bar, we'll sell our gold bar, we'll buy the equipment we need, and then we'll have to come back for episode number 4, where we're going to start digging and using our mobile wash plant, hopefully. As long as we make enough money, which I'm pretty sure we should. These cars are still a little bit frustrating to drive. It's not too bad, I suppose. I really don't have any massive complaints about it, but sometimes it's like the car's got a mind of its own. I also watched a little bit of dig tube stuff earlier, just to see how you go about the magnetite trailer. So you just pretty much bring the magnetite trailer over here and tip it into there. I don't know if you make money out of it. The video that I did see, they didn't have a lot of magnetite in the trailer, so it was still at 0%. So the money didn't go up or anything. But maybe it's just a way for them to dispose of the magnetite. So we should get loading here. There we go. Hopefully we don't get a game crash. There we go. So that's a lot of people have been complaining about that. Now, it's a little bit annoying, but for those 3 or 4 seconds you got to wait, like to be honest, who really cares? It doesn't make that big a difference. Went the wrong way there. I should have turned right to go to the blacksmith's. I was heading straight to the bank for some reason. You can turn right here. Bounce off the tree. But we should turn our high beam off in town. Oh, we've got it back on again. There we go. See, a little loading screen. It is a little bit annoying when you're driving, only because the car goes absolutely nuts, but really it's not too big an issue. So here we are. So we can craft like an ounce of our gold bar. We can sell the ore directly. So to sell the ore directly, we're going to get 38,000, which is pretty good. But if we craft it or smelt the gold into a gold bar, 40.2 ounces, will we get more than 38,000? I'm pretty sure we will. So you can see there, it's got 40.01 ounce a gold bar. So we'll chuck that in the back. Jump back in our truck. We'll head down to the bank now and sell it. We're minus $312 and take our park brake off would help. So yeah, we're in a deficit of money at the moment, so we owe the blacksmith a little bit of money, but he will get that back. So there's no, I don't think there's any trophies yet or achievements. So that should be one going into a deficit, same as Farm Simulator. You go into debt on your first day in Farm Sim. We don't have the diff lock on, do we? I don't know. So we can go sell gold bars, 40.17 ounces, sell, cancel, $48,000. We got an extra $10,000 by smelting it and turning it into a gold bar than actually just selling it as ore. So you're definitely better off, selling it as ore. So let's head into the shop. I know it's late, but mining companies never sleep, so the shop's always open. So we're going to head on in. This is what we need: 13,500. We don't want to buy two. We don't want to buy one. I definitely gonna need. We'll buy one more jerry can just to make sure. We've got a couple of buckets over there, but we'll buy a couple more buckets. We don't need anything over there. We're gonna need another water filter. I'm not gonna need anything else there, I don't think. We're gonna need power rope thin. We're gonna need one of those. Don't need a blue one yet, I don't think. Don't need an extension cord either. We're gonna need another thin water hose. We're gonna need another fat water hose. We're gonna need a water pump. We're gonna need a mobile generator. And I'm gonna get a work light as well. We can't get one yet, but so that means we're gonna have to buy, where are we? Here we are, another power rope to power the light as well. And I'm also going to, you can buy a wavetable or magnetite separator. I think we will buy a magnetite separator. How much is this trailer? An extra 5,000. So I'm not sure if we're going to have enough money for that yet, but okay. So let's buy all this. We've still got 34,000, so hopefully that's enough for a digger or something. So we've got the generator. We'll chuck this guy in. Try and push him right up the back, but he doesn't really want to go. So we'll try and grab all the hoses and chuck the hoses behind the generator then if we can. I don't think he wants to go in there either. Oops. There we go. If we pick that up and move it. So we're going to have to go and fill up our jerry can as well. Chuck that into there. There we go. We'll have to go back and buy a work light. And I don't know if we're going to be able to fit like the magnetite separator in there as well. Which reminds me, or makes me realise, we're probably going to need another bucket. Because you need 2 in the magnetite separator, from what I remember. And then we also need 1 in the mobile wash plant. So, although we've got 2 on the other, over near the hog pan, so we could probably just steal one of those. So I want to put that there and sort of jump up and in and sort of push everything back. Make sure everything's jammed in there good. There's that. Stick that there. Can we shut it? Is it going to shut? There we go. A little bit of assistance. We need to go and get a work light. As I said, I don't know if we're going to fit the magnetite separator on top. But we can give it a crack, I suppose. So we'll buy 1 work light. And I don't think we need anything else for the magnetite separator. I think we do need, actually, we're going to need another hose. And a power cord, but I think we'll just leave the 1 power cord and we'll just have to transfer it from the light to that when we need to use it. 1100, there we go. So we'll grab this hose. We're really going to have to try and chuck it in there. We might drop that back down. There we go. We just, as I said, we just rolled the water generator over. There we go, stick it there hopefully. Work light, which is going to stick right out the top of the trailer. Or on the roof even. This is why we really need a trailer. But we can't have a trailer and the wash plant as well. Get this guy, stick him there as well. Shut that. Now, what I'm going to do, save. And you see I'm saving separate games each time, just in case something goes wrong. I'm not sure if we're going to lose anything out of here. Hopefully not. So we're going to head down and obviously we're going to fill our jerry can. He's gone a little bit too quick, but oops. And need to be careful on the brakes. Don't want to go losing anything, but things are sort of like they're half fallen out already. Drop that down. Open the lid, which I don't think that's even done anything, to be honest. Go. Pump it right up with $40. Thank you. We'll make sure we put it back. Don't chuck it on the ground. Cows are awake, saying hello. I'm just really worried that some of this stuff's going to fall out. It'd be good if we could actually like lay it down. Whoops. Need to try and get out now. We'll leave it like that and see how we go. We've still got to pick up our trailer yet. And stop at the machine store. So hopefully, I'm not going to have too many issues. I'm still going a little bit too quick. Back in here now and try and pick up our trailer. Oop. Use the manual cam this time and work out. Not that I can see very well. We're nowhere near it. There we go. Oop, missed it. See it turn, like the tow ball will turn yellow. There we go. So I'll head out, put our work light on so we can see. So I've connected it up. Now hopefully we can get out of there pretty easily. Keeps telling me about the diff lock. The diff lock's not even on. So we're obviously gonna have some dramas getting out of here, I think. We can avoid this light post. There we go. Now magnetite separators sort of not in a very good spot, so we're gonna have to try and fix him up again. Chuck him in the light. The light's still there, just. And go nice and steady till we get back to the claim. So we've got 33,000 left, so we're going to have to quickly stop over here and see what piece of machinery we can buy for 30,000. Hopefully we've got enough for the little digger. We'll quickly stop there and I'm sure we can sneak in. No, I don't think we can. So we'll jump through that little hole and sneak in. Might use our headlamp so we don't go break an ankle or anything. The videos are already gone longer than I was hoping, but we're at that point. But we don't really want to stop now. So 74,000 for the big one, 28,000 for the little one, 54 for the dozer, 97 for the front end loader. Wow, that's more expensive than the big one, which is weird. But obviously you've got like the trommel here for the bigger wash plate, which is our next step up. And the sluice boxes and all that stuff. I have no idea what we're going to need, but obviously you've got a mobile fuel tank. You've got the big power generator. So there's a lot of money we need to earn to get these things, but we're going to buy a small excavator. We've got enough money. Luckily, there's things here that we can get later on that's obviously coming soon. So whether that's a dump truck that looks like maybe another bulldozer, obviously more wash plants that are available eventually. So we'll check out, we're going to buy the small excavator, 28,000. Go transport. So we want to transfer it from the storage space to the old Arnold parcel, which is where we are. Confirm. So it costs a little bit more money. So we've got 3.5 grand left in our pocket and no gold. But hopefully we're making a lot of gold soon. What are we? Left-hand drive, aren't we? Keep forgetting where we are. Obviously in Australia we're right-hand drive. We'll put our diff lock on. Still try and take it real steady. I don't think the light's going to fall out. Now I would like the option similar to Farm Simulator 2017 where you can actually lock the load, which I know a little bit silly, but maybe even on the trailers, not lock the load, but maybe have a trailer net so you can throw a net over the top, or even just a cover, throw the cover over the top so you know nothing's going to fall out. That'll be probably ideal because you don't want to go losing things. I know in the beta, a lot of people had a lot of stuff flying out the back just randomly. Looks like they've fixed it a lot better. Like this stuff's not bouncing around too much. So I can't remember how much that magnetite trailer was worth to buy, but something we're going to have to look at buying as well. Let's slow down a little bit through here and try not to roll our trailer over. So we'll pretty much get back to the claim, and we'll call it the end of episode number 3. And then for episode 4, what I'll do is I'll have all this stuff out on the ground, pretty much ready to go, and I'll show you how it's all hooked up. And we'll hopefully start digging for gold with our excavator, which should be back at the farm. Should be back at the claim when we come back down the hill. Very steadily, because everything's starting to move around a lot more now that we're not on level ground. But hopefully you guys have found this video interesting, and also even maybe learnt a few things with maybe the gold panning, the stuff I said about the hog pan, and even how you get the extra, like the 39 or 40 ounce piece of gold or whatever it was. So there we go. There's our little excavator. It's not really little; it's a decent sized one. But now I'm not sure where you're supposed to set up this wash plant. Obviously, we're going to have to set it up over there somewhere. But so what I'll do is we'll pull up here, shut it down. We'll call that end of episode number 3, guys. So as I said, if you enjoyed it, smash that like button. Leave a comment, let me know how you thought the episode went. If it was helpful to you, let me know. Let me know where you are at in the game at the moment. If you're still on the hog pen, if you've done this already, if you've got any ideas on what's the best way to dig with the excavator and put pay dirt into here, or even if you're up to the top level, you've already got the dozer and the loader and you're just absolutely killing it. You guys let me know. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Smash that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the little bell next to it and tick to receive notifications. That way we get uploaded every time I put a new video up on my YouTube channel. But thanks for the new subs, all the support, all the views. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. It's been Brito's Gaming. See you again soon.